tricky course for any horse, and it's flat and round anyway. So Content has won the Irish Oaks. Emily, Queen of the Pride, has won the Lancashire Oaks in good style. They're the up-and-coming horses, and it's tough to split them.
Yeah.
It's Pertemps network at Yorkshire Oaks, and Ryan Moore immediately dropping Content out as they move down the back straight here and drawn wide, and probably just about leading is Port Fairy in the Michael Tabor blue and orange colours, but Mistral Star is right up there on the inside rail as well, about a length down in second. Emily Upjohn racing in third as they cross the path there. Content is quite keen, flanked then by old rival You Got To Me in the pink cap on the outside. Mistral Star, Queen of the Pride, and at the back of the field is Lava Stream as they race across the far side of the Naesmire and approach the final mile of the contest. There's about 7 lengths then between first and last. So Port Fairy, Wayne Lorden leading from Emily Upjohn, who now goes just second. Kieran Schumacher in the pink jacket, ahead then of Sea Theme in third place, and the mounted Tom Marcon. Fourth then is the Irish Oaks heroine You Got To Me, with Content, who chased her home that day on the inside, still taking a little bit of a grip under Ryan Moore. She's in fifth, a length and a half clear of Mistral Star as they move down the far side inside the final 6 furlongs then of this contest. Still at the back is Queen of the Pride, Oisin riding her cold, and 2 lengths away then last is Lava Stream. Now they're racing inside the final 5 furlongs and taking the long sweeping turn towards the home straight here. And it's Port Fairy in front from Emily Upjohn in second. On the inside, still going nicely, is Sea Theme, You Got To Me, and Hector Crouch now just being shaken up here on the inside. Content is just beginning to improve slightly. Mistral Star is trying to close down on the leaders. Queen of the Pride's got a bit on, but she's now being asked to try and pick up, but she's been relegated to last place now by Lava Stream. They're coming down the home straight, and Emily Upjohn is cruising to the front here with 2.5 furlongs left to travel. You Got To Me is within about a length then of Emily Upjohn, who comes under pressure now. She still leads as they race up towards the final furlong. On the inside, Content is rallying over on the far rail there and is joining in the closing stages. Emily Upjohn, Content on the far side, wearing them down, and You Got To Me rallying as well. Content just in front from You Got To Me, and Content, it's another Group 1 for Ballydoyle. Content wins the Yorkshire Oaks. You Got To Me in second, Emily Upjohn and Mistral Star back in fourth ahead of Sea Theme.
An 8th Yorkshire Oaks for Aidan O'Brien. Content wins, reverses the Irish Oaks form with You Got To Me, with Emily Upjohn in third and the front 3 clear. You fancy that might have been a clever ride from Ryan Moore, never really leaving the inside, as Emily Upjohn and You Got To Me duked it out more centre to stand side of the track. 3-1 favourite Content gives Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore a 4th pattern race success of this week, and we're but halfway through. Content wins her Group 1 here for Westerberg and the Magna Tabor Smith partnership, and Ryan Moore was in deep discussion with Aidan O'Brien and Wayne Lorden beforehand, and whatever they had decided, it has worked out quite exquisitely. Content has won the Pertemps Network Yorkshire Oaks.
She has indeed, and it was a bit of a clever ride, but she was very keen early on. It looked like it was fair fraction set by Port Fairy, but this filly didn't help Ryan Moore. She raced on her own on the far side. You Got To Me challenged Emily Upjohn. It looked like a duel between the pair of them, but racing on her own on the far side, Chris, this is impressive from this mare. She showed she stayed at the Curragh. She looked a shade unlucky that day, and she proved today she was much the best.
Yeah, she did, and it is a clever ride, isn't it? When you think that the sprint races have been dominated by lower drawn horses, everyone coming up the middle on the round course doesn't really seem to make a massive amount of sense, when as soon as you get onto a straight track you want to be over the other side. And Ryan Moore has gone there, and it may well have made a bit of a difference, but that probably isn't to take away from the fact that she might just have been the best horse on the day anyway. They were started to quicken up a good way out. They hadn't gone that hard, probably even as you say, but then they started quickening up a long way out. Probably about 5 out was when the tempo first started to stretch on a little bit.
I thought that was, for me, Nick, a legitimate move early on. Ryan Moore, left hand, anchored down, got the rail from stall 3. It wasn't a mistake.
Yeah, and he was at pains to get her restrained. She was very, very lit up. He was fortunate that he had Sea Theme in front of him, and therefore she couldn't really tank him up to the heels of her stable companion Port Fairy, and Port Fairy went on and on hard through the middle of the race, and that just enabled everybody to settle into a rhythm. Again, Emily Upjohn ridden neither completely chilly nor over forcefully.
No, ridden a little bit more uncomplicated. She did settle in second, but she was brought maybe out towards the middle of the track and left in front maybe sooner than Kieran would have wanted. She was there to be picked at, and she basically went for her race 2.5 from home and didn't quite sustain it. You Got to Me had a lovely position beside Ryan. It looked from quite a long way out that Oisin on Queen of the Pride was a little bit out of his comfort zone.
I get a feeling, and I'd be interested to know what you and Chris think, that Rafe Beckett might be just thinking this was one that's got away with You Got to Me, because she was coming right back hard at the winner late.
But she was in the perfect spot, really, in that she was racing alongside the winner. She was a length in front, but doing it much more evenly and economically, whereas you look at Content through the first half of the race, and to be as keen as that, she's done extremely well to actually keep finding enough to go on and win a race. You don't often see them at a high level pulling as hard as that and managing to still win, and she was keen through the first half of the race, and you'd have thought that might have made a bit of a difference. Having been a length down, as they start to quicken, You Got to Me just gets caught out a little bit, and Content breezes upside her almost, and they take slightly different routes from here.
Emily Upjohn could have done with Port Fairy hanging about a bit longer, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the pivotal point of the race.
And Kieran Schumacher's found himself in front. He hasn't committed, he's sat and he's waited, trying to conserve, but in You Got to Me, the pink cap, you got an absolute tough nut who's not going to go away. They're knocking spots off each other. Hello, who's that over on the far side?
Ryan Moore's ploughing his own furrow on the far side. Sea Theme in behind, and Mistral Star staying on in behind has run a good race. Lava Flow, who dropped in last, staying on as well.
Content is the only filly or mare in the race to clock under 13 seconds for the final furlong. She's come home really well here. And Ryan Moore did wonders, really, to conserve her keenness early.
He did wonders to not clip heels with Sea Theme in front of him. She really fought him, and it's quite a performance to do that and finish off her race quite so strong. It must be said that she is Galileo's 100th individual Group 1 winner. That is a number that they've been waiting for quite a long time. She goes alongside Alexandrova, Peeping Fawn, Tapestry, Seventh Heaven, Love, Snowfall and Warm Heart as Aidan O'Brien's 8th winner of this race. But that is one that will be in all of the pub quizzes, that will be in all of the stud books. That one matters.
Yeah, and just going back to those sectionals as well, just noting the on-screen sectionals, which will obviously be confirmed a little bit later on, but I think 11.47 4-3, 11.62 3-2, and so that was really when the injection of pace happened.
And this is a rather lovely bit of symmetry as well. Content, another Group 1 winner by Galileo. How many is it now?
That's 100.
Right, that is 100 now.
Individual 100.
Oh right, okay. I thought he'd already got there.
Well, you're not listening to me.
I'm so sorry. I was too busy.
It's okay, I understand.
I was too busy
We've
noting.
got a list of 97 of them.
I was too busy noting the Jill Nunthorpe winner as the dam.
And also already produced
Becca's
bedtime
Angel.
story.
I know.
So Michael Dodds' Fillies turning into a bit of a blue hen.
He's not listening to either of us, because we noted Becca's Angel was the dam before the race.
It's okay, Nick.
You were off miles away there. I was merely pointing it out, emphasising it.
All of the stars aligned for Team Coolmore yesterday with their three-pronged attack. And this year, or this moment as well, will be pivotal for all of the sentimental reasons.
Right, I'm all ears now. The important news that you do need to know is that Content has won the Pertemps Network Yorkshire Oaks.
And she has taken the race of the day on day 2, the Sky Bet Ebor Festival, and what little star she was.